Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? Okay, great. You did a good introduction to me. Thank you. So I don't have to talk about myself much. We are a Belgian company, as she explained. Wireless Technology Labs. In short term, we call WTL. That's our company's name. We are a technology company who sell core systems for operators, as well as we do rural telephony solutions based on small cells. So today what I'm talking is a business case, just to see how to connect a rural population and also make money out of it. See, I have been doing these rural solutions in Africa for last 10, 12 years. And the main thing is to make money. If not, there is no rural solution you can supply. And our company has, just to give you a small thing, we have done interconnects in over 70 plus countries, and we have done a lot of interconnects over 25 years. And we have connected alternative operators, even the operators. And second thing is, with our technology, we connected very, very rural, islands, like Pacific Islands, who are connected back to London. Yeah, so we did quite some things. So for last 5-6 years, we have won several awards in Africa for our technological innovation for rural connectivity. And we have enough experience and knowledge on how to make this a profitable solution. Our first project we did, let me just change. I didn't put much of slides there because I just want free talk. Our first project was in Morocco to connect 200 villages for rural. And there we just put a community center where you have couple of IP phones, and a hotspot, blah, 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 and then we gave a connection. It was our biggest failure ever. Why? It is really interesting. We went and we installed in the village, and we want to make our first call. None of the villagers have anyone to call. We didn't know what to do. We couldn't even make a call there. And then and the second one was that we want to give them internet. No one has any device to browse. So, we have a computer. So we showed them some web, it doesn't mean anything for them. You see what I mean? And then we left it like that, and we went back, and suddenly the village went down, and we didn't know what happened. Some of the students disconnected the cable of the modem, and they were trying to use it for their own internet. So the whole story was a failure, yeah. And there are many, many failures like that in the market because we have done a lot of POCs. As you know, Africa is the continent of POCs. I don't know if you know that. When you go to anyone present, they say, "Oh, it's so beautiful. When can you do a POC?" And from there it dies. It happened to me too many times. So my company was really unhappy with me when I did that. As a boss of a technology company, I don't sell technology, I sell business cases, because if my customer is not making money, it's no point how beautiful my technology is, no one is going to do it. So today what I want to talk is, this rural connectivity has gone very far, and whatever I'm talking now is a different model than what you are doing probably. It's a high capex and low opex business, but it is also in partnering with MNOs. So let me explain you. Several years ago, MTN is the only company suddenly decided we are going to do rural, but we are not going to invest. That's the model they came out with. And Vodafone came with a similar model. So these are the two companies who started in Africa saying that we will connect the villages, but we want a partner who can come, put the radio, take a backhaul, and give it to me in the central location. We will sell our SIM cards, and then we will do revenue share with you. And it looks beautiful. And these are, tier 1 operators, and making partnership with them, your money is safe, and you can do the business. So from there on, there are several problems that customers have faced. So the first company which did this business is called AMN Networks. They are from London, but it's called Africa Mobile Networks. They did this business in DRC, Congo DRC. They built around 25 villages, no revenue coming. So they tried to find out what happened. Vodafone was not selling SIM cards. See, there is a problem. So I'm just trying to tell you a free talk about how things have evolved since then. And they got really scared and they said, okay, let us sell the SIM cards ourselves. We are in the village. So they started selling the SIM cards, but the service was not happening because there were no handsets. And they said, okay, let us do one thing. And they bought 5,000 handsets and they gave it to the villagers so they can make telephone calls. Next week, market time, people took the phones and sold them. Because they are so poor, selling a mobile phone is making money, so they did that. But then, slowly, they started understanding the value of having a mobile phone. And second thing is, mobile phone is becoming your wallet today, because you don't need a data connection to have a mobile wallet. It works on USSD. Yeah? So slowly people started working on that properly. And so slowly they saw the value of having the connectivity. So then the business started. Yeah. So I will give you a small business case. Yemen has done that, and then we are very, very active now in Nigeria. Nigeria is the largest telecom market of Africa, with 50 million people having no telephone. There is no other country like that in the world where 50 million people don't have a. So it is that dramatic. You go to Nigeria, you go north, there are villages with 20,000 people with no connectivity. That's dramatic, actually. So MTN has taken a step and said, we are going to do 5,000 villages by 2025. They did it 3 years ago. They built, I think, around 800 now. I mean, it's a partners who do it, and they do revenue share. So we have done the POC, as I said, POC with MTN, and our client got the contract. Now they are at a deployment stage. So just to give you a small business case here, if you can build 100 sites with 2G and 4G, 3G is gone, no one wants to do it. So 2G plus 4G in the village, and a village of 5,000 people in Nigeria, where the ARPU is under $3. Yeah, the return on investment is 3 to 3.5 years, and the contract is 10 to 15 years. That is a business case. You don't even have to put numbers. Of course, it's a high capex business, but numbers work when you give a mobile phone to the people. And people say, oh my God, they don't make enough revenue in a village. It is not true. And it is an insult, actually. But if you come to the city, they say ARPU is $3, but it is because they have 2 SIM cards in it. And in the village, there is only 1 SIM card. Actually, the ARPU is not that bad. And the profitability is also not bad for each city. The beauty is you don't have any operational expenditure. You just have to make sure the radio is working, sit tight, and you have 1 customer. You have to do invoicing every month, which is the most premium customer of the country, who will pay you. And they will pay you on time. Why? Because your opex is high. It means your connectivity is high. So they'll pay you on time. And MTN does that. MTN has done that even in South Africa. That's why I wanted to bring this to you. In South Africa, they wanted to do this black empowerment story. And they have one company called WANU, that's from America. They have done a business here. They have around 20-25 sites, which has proven the business case of the proof of concept. So what we did is, I have been advisor for the NCC is Nigerian Communication Commission, when they were bringing the policy of MVNO. What they did is, in their tiers, they gave to some MVNO tiers a license, just like that, to go and build rural networks. So what is happening is, they want to build the rural networks on a same revenue share basis, but at the same time, they can sell their own SIM cards. So that means you are actually assuring your market for yourself and also bringing shareholder value. When you build few hundred villages, you are doing few things. One is you are doubling the economy of that village in 1 year. It has been proven in worldwide. By just giving a connectivity, the economy goes. Your ARPU increases. There is no competition. You acquire that village, it is yours. Third is you can start bringing new value-added services there. You can bring solar, for instance, or hotspots, or connecting police, schools, and everything. You can also bring solar-powered freezer so that people can store their produce for a longer period of time. So there are so many ideas. Of course, education, health, agriculture. So there are so many ideas are there. But when you go and put your tower there in the village, suddenly you are the ecosystem. This is important. All these years, I have been going to remote villages. Once you are there, they see you as the person, who can help them to improve their lives. And that is the beauty of it. And it is now it is being proven. It is still not there, so that's why people don't see it. But it is coming. And second, then there is another business case offshoot came out of this one, which is 4G network extension for the operators. For instance, if you are in Joburg, just go out. While you are driving, suddenly your internet, even though you have signal, there is no internet. It is not that your signal is not working, because there are not enough radios, because they boost it at 40 watts, so that you get the signal. But you have a 1 watt radio on your hand. This doesn't go back. So you have a signal and you don't get a connection. So that's why what they call them is black spots. So now MTN and Vodafone, all of them, what they're saying is, if someone can fill in the black spots, they can do, it's not revenue share because it's in the city. They have their neighboring radio, so it's very difficult to calculate revenue share. So they give you per site per month. So this is a new all these things, what I'm talking is very new. People have not seen the opportunity, but there are investors who are interested if there is a credible party who wants to do the business in this way. Why? Because you are making partnership for a long period with the richest companies of the country. And this is the upcoming very big opportunity in African continent today. And there is a study done by, please look at my time, because sometimes I just go and then keep talking. And so Deloitte has done a study. They call it Rise of Netcos. If anyone is interested, please let me know. It's open, but I can give it to you to see what is this new business coming up, how you can partner with MNO, becoming their infrastructure partner a bit, and getting the revenue. You cannot become now an MNO and get the frequency spectrum. It's not there. All the frequency spectrums they give you is not really useful for you. But you can become their partner and get the same valuations as an MNO. So I will pass that if anyone is interested. This is a new business case, so I really didn't want to talk a lot. But you see, there is a new opportunity coming up in African continent. So if anyone is interested, please talk to me. Thank you so much.